welcome to One Man's Collection. My name is Brett. Today we're looking at the magazine number 31 from the Formula One car collection. This is Sebastian Vettel's Toro Rosso STR3 from 2008. So, excuse me, we do have a 143 scale die-cast car. I will take a closer look at that in a moment. But having a look at the magazine, I'm going to go through this very briefly. So if you wish to actually read the articles, you will have to pause the video. But in this particular magazine, we get season is 2008, the technical focus on the Toro Rosso, the team, and the circuit for this particular magazine is the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. And the story so far is the 1980 season, first world title for Alan Jones. All right. Excuse me. Young Lions. 2008 season proved to be the year, the young guns, when Lewis Hamilton, Robert Kubica. Why am I having trouble with his name? And Sebastian Vettel really made their mark. Both Kubica and Vettel would claim their first maiden Grand Prix wins, while Hamilton took the world title. Is it Kubica or Kubica? Man, didn't he have an accident or something? Alright. Trying to get that back in my memory there. Toro Rosso's STR3 with Sebastian Vettel, an unusual race and a sensational result. Lead up to the main event gave notice the 2008 Italian Grand Prix would be a race like no other. The season's main contenders, Felipe Massa, Lewis Hamilton and Kimi Raikkonen, Robert Kubica and Fernando Alonso, all have serious problems with the balance between tyres and ride height during qualifying and also on the grid. Vettel surprisingly found himself ahead of qualifying. And so on the grid, Vettel surprisingly found himself ahead, of Heikki Kovalainen, Mark Webber, Sebastian Bourdais and Nico Rosberg. In the race, the German in the Toro Rosso was never troubled by his rivals and he sped to victory, which was as sensational as it was unexpected. Yeah. Mark Webber in the other Red Bull Renault, coming in at third by the looks of it. Very nice. I think I've got at least one or two Mark Webber Red Bull cars. One in 118 scale and maybe one in this set. Jensen Button, the wheel of the Honda RA108. Very nice. The old Toyotas, I remember them. Season, Toro Rosso, so this is season 2008. 6 victories, not enough for Massa. Wasn't he robbed in like the last race? Robert roars into pole position, the first pole. Formula One, Robert Kubica. Was one of the leading lights of the 2008 season with the after the Canadian Grand Prix. Kubica and seen here ahead of his teammate Nico Heidfeld and Fernando Alonso in the Renault. The BMW Sauber standard bearer found himself leading the Drivers' Championship. Kubica, second place in the Gilles Villeneuve circuit, also pushed his team within the 3 points of Ferrari for the Constructors' Championship. Nice. Alright, technical focus. We have a what do they call these? Actually, no, it's just a technical drawing. It's not actually a excuse me, not a X-ray drawing. But here we have a rear longitudinal Ferrari 056 V8 90 degree 2.39 cc, 398 cc, sorry. Very nice. Beautiful Cinderella, created from the takeover of Minardi, the Scuderia Toro Rosso team, with a de facto Red Bull Junior team. They have taken part in the World Championship since 2006 and have launched the careers of great drivers such as Sebastian Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo, and the young Max Verstappen. They have. So basically it's a Red Bull second team, which in itself Shouldn't be allowed to have 4 cars on the grid, all controlled by the one bosses, essentially. That's what I'm putting it down as. Even though I do love the cars and stuff, but yeah, you shouldn't really have 4 cars. Alright. In memory of Ricardo and Pedro. Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, Mexico City. Yep. Length of 4,304 meters. Left-hand corners 7, right-hand corners 10. Average speed of 200 kilometers an hour, maximum speed of 360, and average time is 1 minute 20. And isn't it like way above sea level as well? I believe so. There you go, located 2,300 meters above sea level, and the air is very thin. This always affects the performance of the engines, which need special attention. Yeah. 1980, the story so far, the rematch. Reigning world champion Ferrari were heading for an awful campaign. Williams and Brabham, however, would prove very competitive, and a stunning duel unfolded between the Australian Alan Jones and the Brazilian Nelson Piquet. Yes, and Alan Jones actually took it in the end, 67 points, with Nelson Piquet on 54 points, Carlos Reutemann in the Williams on 42, and Jacques Lafitte, 34, and Didier Pironi in the Ligier on 32. I'm terrible with names, so I apologise if I absolutely butcher these. Do have a Alan Jones car. I think I might have already shown it from memory. So in the next one, we are looking at Jean-Pierre Jabouille, 1979, the Renault RS10, followed by Mika Salo in the 99 Ferrari 399, with not much advertising on that because I think it had cigarette advertising at the time, which was very quickly getting banned from memory. All right, let's take a quick look at this, actually a much closer look at the Toro Rosso, very well decaled or painted. They're actually painted now, aren't they? You can see the bull's head in there. Now I do have my light and I am going to try this. There we go. Much better. So you can actually see the decals all the way down inside. Red seat belts. The extra wing at the front. That's pretty special. Okay, that might be getting a little too bright. That might be better. It's also a little harder. Now we do have ducts on the ducting, air dams on the front wheels, but not on the rear. And I think this is the only one that comes with wet tires from memory. So we've got full grip tires, unless it was something to do with the season. I can't remember. Let's have a little look at that again, brighter. There we go. Full gripped tires. I have a feeling this is probably the only one that actually has that. Probably because it was a wet race. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, very nice. Turn that one off, double click. I'll put that on the turntable. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will be back next week with the Renault RS10. And thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.